Okay, I have like a major dishwasher issue. So, long story short, this is the door to my dishwasher. Well, was my old dishwasher. And, they match the cabinets. Um, because I have like an integrated dishwasher, or I used to have one. And then it broke. And it was like leaking from the inside, so I needed to like actually get a new one. So I ordered a new one and it was on sale. It was like a nice dishwasher, but it was on sale. So I got it for a really good price. And the guys showed up and the dishwasher doesn't fit. I have two dogs here that are supervisor number 1 and supervisor number 2. And so, the dishwasher, this is the nice new dishwasher. Doesn't fit. Not only, like, this space up here could have been fixed because there are feet at the bottom that you can, like, screw up. And, hello? Yeah, can you read that for me, actually? What does it say, Mello? What does it say? Do you have any opinions? So that would have been fine. I could have moved that up. The issue is when if you attach the door, this door, so that, because ideally you want to move the dishwasher all the way up. And if I attach that door, so that the top of the door is right here, in line with this, which you would want, because you want the dishwasher all the way up, it hits the bottom here. It, like, you can't open the door more than, like, I don't know, like this much. Like, you can't get anything inside of it. You can just, like, it's like open this much. However, so the thing is, the guy that was gonna install the dishwasher, he was like, oh, there's a different type that you can get that fits. And I'm like, okay, what's that one called? And he's like, I don't know, I sent it to the company. So I called, he's like, you gotta call customer service. And I'm like, can't you just tell me the name of it? And he's like, no, I told customer service, you gotta call them. I call customer service. Customer service is like, he marked it as if the delivery went fine and with no problems. Hello? Why are you pawing at me? Hi. He marked it as if the delivery went fine, and I'm a little busy here with no problems, and he didn't say he didn't write a note or anything. He just took 2 pictures of your dishwasher. And I was like, okay, that's useful. So we discussed for a long time, whatever. And then the guy I talked to later on the phone, customer service, he was like, if I were you, because the dishwasher you got is like a really good quality dishwasher, for a good price, like all of the others that are in the same price range are way worse. So I would keep the dishwasher and try to get a new door from IKEA, because the rest of the kitchen's IKEA. However, this kitchen is like 10 years old. So when I looked at IKEA, none of the other front 2 kitchens are just flat the way that mine is. They have like either like a trim like this, or they have like vertical slats. And the ones that would technically fit here have the vertical slats. And I'm like, the rest of my kitchen is all flat, like just flat. I don't know about, even if it's the same color, I don't know about having like vertical stripes, So now, I am on the floor, MacGyvering a little solution. Rania, you are a little bit in the way because I'm gonna have to show. You're very cute. Thank you for the kisses. I'm gonna have to show. Hold on. Can you move off? Actually, I'm gonna try to show you. So what I did here was, okay, I got this piece of wood, which is for something else. And I measured my door, the door of the dishwasher. It is exactly, I put a piece of tape here, to indicate how I'm a little busy. I'm demonstrating. She's wagging her tail at me. I'm demonstrating. Hi, baby. Thank you. Yeah. So this is how big the door is, okay? Hold on. This is how big the door is up to this line. So if you have the dishwasher all the way at the bottom, no feet, it can go up to here. And if I do that, then, okay, there is like a thing that I'm supposed to put in here, but like just trust me. I've tested it with the little ledge. I've tested it. The ledge is under here. Okay, don't worry about it. I tested it with the ledge first. But if I do this, then it doesn't. You see that? It doesn't hit the edge until hold on. Like if you go it all the way at the bottom, it does hit a tiny bit. However, I do have a little bit of a margin at the top, which I could potentially use up 1 millimeter of, because it is about, you know, like it's just the tiniest bit at the very end. Like, yeah, it's like the very end if you want it to be all the way down, which, hold on. Oh, I'm like, why does it not? Okay, hold on. Like, I can still use it, even if it isn't like 100%. It's like 99% all the way down. But like I said, I also have like a little bit of a margin that I could use. However, I still have to put a I have a plastic. Oh, I can't show you because it has my address. I still have to put a plastic thing underneath. I've also watched like 4 YouTube videos on how to install a dishwasher myself, because the guy who was here refused to install it because he wanted to do it like exactly the way that he wants to do it, which is he wants to move the dishwasher all the way up to the top with the feet. Rania, give me 2 seconds, I'm explaining things. And then if I do that, then the door doesn't fit. And he was like, I will not install the dishwasher unless the door fits. I can't. And I was like, can you install it without a door? And he was like, no, it has to be perfect. It has, like, I'm not going to do a half-assed job. I'm not going to install it unless I install it 100%. And I'm like, I'll do it myself then. You know what else I've done myself? Removed, like, inflated lithium ion batteries from a laptop, because it was like $900 to do it at a computer shop, and I was like, I'm not spending that. I'll do it myself. So frugality strikes again. So this is my little test run. There's also the installation instructions. Handy dandy instructions for me, because they left all of the manuals and stuff in 12 languages. I found one that has at least some parts of languages I speak. There's like English and Spanish. Why is the whole thing not in English? I don't know. I can't really figure it out. Why, like here it's in English, but here it's in Spanish. Whatever. You know what? I don't care. Actually, now I really... Ronya! Chill. Don't ruin my rug. Actually, now that I realize, it has both. On both. Anyway, I'm getting licked by a dog. Hi. Hi. You're very cute, Ronya. You are distracting me. So yeah, that's my little solution. That's how it goes. The only problem is I need a drill, because I don't know if you can, it's hard to see, but it has, you gotta drill holes, and they have like, what are they called? QR codes. I've watched videos of how to do this, how to install it myself. It's fine, because the thing is, I would never install it myself if I was installing it like for the first time. But the thing is, there's already been a dishwasher in here. Like, it's not like I'm making a kitchen for the first time and I'm installing a dishwasher. Like, I gotta like figure things out for the first time. Like, I saw that, like, one of the tubes was connected to this thing and one was connected to that thing. I gotta figure out how to... It's fine. Look, and that's where the plug is. I was like, where's the electrical plug? It's right there. Easy peasy. I don't really know how I'm gonna unplug that thing or that thing, but I know that's where they attached. So, and I have common sense. So I'm assuming that that's the water intake and that's the water outtake. Which means this is the intake and that's the outtake because of the size of the tubes. I'm a genius. I have a dog complaining. Hello? What is your issue? What do you want? Hello? Hi? Why are you complaining at me? So anyway, I will look into that. However, I don't have a drill here. So I'm gonna have to ask my sister. Because my sister and I, we share a drill. Because we live really close to each other. So in general, we share tools. Because we live in apartments and we live in apartments and we live really close to each other. So like we don't both need to have drills. So, and like a bunch of tools and stuff. So that's it. Anyway. That's it. Yeah. Wish me luck. If you are a plumber or somebody who has installed a dishwasher before and you see any flaws, Rania, can you, like, what is it? You've gotten food, you've gone outside, I'm literally petting you. She's like, yeah, but you stopped for 2 seconds. If you see any flaws in my installation, if you see any flaws in the you know, my measuring system, it's fine. The thing, okay, when I'm gonna be drilling the holes, don't worry about it. First off, they have a video for how to do it. Also, they made it quite easy because this paper is the size of the door that is supposed to go on here. And so you're supposed to like, you're supposed to like line it up here. You put the top of the paper towards this, like the top of here. And then you're supposed to, oh fuck, it doesn't show on the side. You're supposed to, you put the paper at the top here, and then you mark a little line where this, like where you want it to line up. And then that is where you draw, you put the paper top of the line, you draw a little line. And then when you go to drill on here, obviously on the back, you put the paper along the back and you line up the top of the, top of here with the little line that you made on the back, and they tell you exactly how deep. I have a little, I was gonna say a sous chef, but I have a little colleague here who is climbing on my legs. What? I'm working here. Anyway, and then it tells you how deep, and I know that a lot of people don't think this about me, but I am actually quite handy. I am. So my dad, like, I have worked on a lot of, like, not construction projects, but I've worked on, like, minor woodworking projects and things kind of like this with my dad before. Not a dishwasher specifically, but, like, in general, like, there are kind of jokes in my family that I am my dad's favorite son, even though I am his daughter, and, but I guess, yeah, whatever. I was gonna say, like, I guess not obviously, like, somebody could look like me and be a son. Rania, oh my god, this dog, I swear. Anyway, whatever. So I know that, like, I gotta be careful because I don't want to drill through it. Don't worry, I'll be fine. My dad has showed me a little trick of, like, when you're using a drill, if you put a little bit of masking tape, if you measure how deep you want it, and then you put a little bit of masking tape on, like, you know, the upper part of the drill. When you drill, obviously you just drill until the little piece of tape, and that way you don't drill too far, because I don't want to ruin it. So yeah, it's all good. And also another thing, like, that you might be worried about, I won't be just drilling on the floor just in case. I will be drilling somewhere safe, either with another piece of wood underneath, or I don't even know, on the table maybe, like off the side, so that it's just like over the edge, whatever. I'll figure it out, but don't worry. I have common sense, and yeah. Yeah, if you're a plumber, tell me if I got the tubes correct. I think so. I will watch more installation videos. And yeah, if you're, you know, if you have any skills in anything, if you know anything about anything that I just did and you see any flaws, let me know. Also, yeah. I will probably ask my dad to help me find something to put at the top here, because I understand that you want the dishwasher to be at the top for like stability, to be flush against the thing. And I understand that. However, I'm trying to save myself like $1,000, because that is about how much it'll be to get a dishwasher of this quality that fits exactly what I need, that will fit with the door, that will have the mechanism that to like open, that has like, it's a sliding door instead of like being fixed to the door. So like I understand that there are dishwashers that have like a sliding mechanism. That's what my old one had, but that one was from IKEA, and it's really, IKEA dishwasher is not the greatest. So yeah, if you have ideas of like how to, what to do with this gap. Like, I don't care about it looking ugly on the inside when it's open. All I care about is, one, I want it to function well, because I want this dishwasher to last a very long time, because I might live here for, 5 years, longer, who knows? I might live here more than 5 years, who fucking knows? I love this apartment, so I might live here for 10 years, and I want the dishwasher to have longevity. I want it to work well. I want it to be, whatever. And I want it to look good on the outside. Those are like the two priorities. But about it looking ugly on the inside, about having a gap here when I open the dishwasher, I actually don't care shit. So those are my 2 cents. Please let me know if you are a professional in any of these fields and you have opinions for me, or thoughts or things I should think about. Because otherwise I will probably be doing this tomorrow. Probably. I will probably be asking my sister's partner to bring over the drill, and this will probably be my project tomorrow. So, can't stop me. Wait, tomorrow. I'm streaming early tomorrow. I might be late to stream because I'm doing a DIY construction project. Maybe not. Should I try to be on time on the stream today? I should try. The thing is, I try every time, and then, I don't know. The first week of the year, I was on time every day to stream. What happened? I don't know. I was also trying to do this project last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then the reason that I stopped was like, oh, I don't want to be drilling at 1 o'clock in the morning. My neighbors are gonna hate me. And I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow rolls around. It is currently tomorrow, and I realized I don't have the drill. My sister has the drill, so can't do it right now. Otherwise, I'd be drilling. I wouldn't be I would be asking you, but then I would also be like, too late. I already drilled it. You can't stop me, because I'm having a good time. Anyway, yeah, let me know. Yeah, thoughts, concerns from professionals. If you're not a professional, if you don't have like actual professional knowledge about it, then it'll go in out one ear, out the other. Unless you're like really handy and you've done this a lot. Actually, you know what? Even if you're not a professional, you can. But if you are professional, like, even if you've never like DM'd me before, if you are a professional in like plumbing or carpentry or something, and you have thoughts or concerns, please let me know. I will try my very best to go through my message requests. They do sometimes get lost, and I do sometimes end up having a really difficult time reading all of the messages. On Instagram, messages get lost in the message requests sometimes. It's really hard to filter through them. Even when I try to filter by unread, they like don't all show up. It like glitches out and it just doesn't show me any messages at all. So it's annoying. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.